Oh goodness, sorry about the background noise. My mic filter totally just didn't work. Hello, hello. How is everyone? How are we doing? Excuse me. How are we doing this fine Friday? Howdy. How you doing? How you doing, Johnny? What's up? Hey, how you doing? How you doing, Johnny? My mic thing is like not working. My mic filter. That's a little odd, but you know what? That's fine. You might hear me in double because I'm listening to myself back. But that's weird. You doing okay? I'm alive. I'm good. I'm alive. I'm living. I am good. I am looking forward to crafting today, actually. Really looking forward to it. But I've got some changes to make to my pattern and process, which is going to be interesting. I need to cut some of these Ada bits out. But I don't know where my scissors have gone. I have embroidery scissors, though. They're technically my mother's. So I want to keep them nice and sharp, but I only need to make a few cuts. God, there's a lot of embroidery thread in here. My goodness. I think I settled on that colour for the background. I didn't want anything too punchy. Did I just throw the scissors back into the thing? What tis you be crafting this evening, chef? I am doing a cross stitch, a mini cross stitch onto a set of trousers that I have. The cross stitch will be covering up a hole in the trousers, so it's like visible mending. And it's going to be the Earth Kingdom sigil from Avatar: The Last Airbender. That is the plan. Ah, here they are. They fell out of the tin. Alright, let me get set up here. Pew! Oh, we're still set up for writing club right now, so we will refresh the capture device. Hello! Here I am. That's a messy desk. We're a bit high up for cross stitch, so I'll bring her in a bit. And then what do we have? The text can go away. And then I need to update the sprinting machine. It's a bold choice for menting pantaloons. Yes, it is. I'm glad that you used the word pantaloon. So do I. But I like it. I think visible mending is going to become a real thing for me. And also, I want to buy some plain... If anyone knows any companies of UK-produced plain linen or cotton trousers and tops, because I'd like to buy some and I'd like to embroider my own patterns on them and make them my own. But I hate buying plain things because then it's like plain polyblend from India. And I'm like, I don't want to buy a bunch of this and then if I do end up wasting them or I end up messing up the pattern, then I can't wear them. Take the breaks down and then we go for 7, don't we? There we are. Pantaloons is a great word, like hullabaloo. Exactly! You read my mind. There we are. Okay. So, as you can see, we've already started. We started last week. But the plan for this is to remove the Ada from the background. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a series of cuts very soon and pull some of the Ada out string by string. I just attempted to do it without making any cuts and I don't think that that's going to work. So I have a choice. I either wait until I've stitched everything and then cut in between, potentially messing up the cross stitch, or I just accept that this white is going to stay underneath. There is a recommendation that you wet it before you try and pull it apart because this fabric is actually starched. So I might give that a go, but I'll do that after I've done some of the stitching already today because I don't think I can work with wet fabric. And that's the pattern I'm following. Wonderful. We are here. Alright, so I need to double up on this bit, which I can do fairly easily. I'm still threaded on, which is nice. So far, this project's been very fun. I'm worried about taking the backing Ada out. I'd love to get some dissolvable Ada, but it's quite expensive. It's expensive stuff. And I am not doing fabulously for money, not gonna lie. Jeff, well, I'm glad, because if they're dry things, then you've not warmed them up well enough, you know what I mean? It's so hot in the UK today. It is so unbelievably hot. I don't know why the weather would do this, to be honest. To be quite honest. Because I've got my laptop running now, I may open a window to make it a bit better. Just have what tiny bit of breeze that we do have running. 1000%, you might say moist. The moist maker. But yeah, this is what we're going to be doing today. Just chatting and doing some cross-stitch, which is what we did last Friday. And I absolutely adore this streaming format. I'm so glad that my computer is fit for it. I know that I've had to give up the gaming streams, but I'm very glad that it's still fit for these sorts of streams because I enjoy them very much. Better for my eyes than gaming. I would like to try out a few games. I'm missing it already. I really am. Especially Overwatch. God, I miss Overwatch. Oh, did I do this? Yes, I did do it correctly. I think I will have to accept that some of this Ada isn't going to come out, but I'm fine for the bits in the middle here. None of that Ada has to come out, but around these edges, I don't want these frayed edges coming out. I can cut them to size and then stretch the fabric sort of around it, and then you could even add a border. That would make it look more like a patch, though. A border wouldn't go amiss. I did a throwback stint of Oregon Trail. Oh god, no, why? You mean literally? You went and caught dysentery? Did you survive? Did you make it? When you're out there on the Oregon Trail. Do you know about Star Kid? The Road to Oregon? Seems like things are going to fail. Don't give up too soon. Oh, Jeff, if you know about the Oregon Trail, you are in for a treat. It is an entire musical written about the Oregon Trail. The songs in it are genuinely quite good, but it is satirical. It's supposed to be satirical. Let me find it for you. They're in London at the moment, which is wild, but I'm not going to be well enough to travel to see them. Which is a real shame, but hopefully they'll come again. If you have a spare bit and you fancied just watching something, go for that. Go for that. I love this lo-fi, it makes me very happy. Maybe I'll play a bunch of the Star Kid songs today, though. I'll play DJ. Might need to put my glasses on, you know, my eyes are kind of dry. I have some eye drops that I bought from Boots recently that I could put in. but then my eyes go fuzzy. It's a whole thing. Oh, is this... No, that wasn't my background colour. Why did I not have any backup of this? Uh-oh. What thread did I use for this? Is it this one? Yes, it is. The thread I did not bring over. I've stitched into the back. How far have I stitched into the back? Not far. I can pull it through. Or I can cut it through. There we go. To use my hands to their maximum efficiency instead of taking my hands in and out of the end of the pantaloons. Have to search your pantaloons there, boy. Hopefully streams will be sounding a bit better. I did recently reconfigure the mic, but that could be... That could not be... that could be that I've done it wrong, because the filter's not working. I reconfigured it because when I did the reading aloud, which nobody watched, it literally had no views, but when I did the reading aloud for the YouTube thing in place of the Wednesday stream, which I thoroughly enjoyed on a personal level, and I will be making more of, even if nobody watches them, but I really loved doing it, but the mic was cutting me off at the end of my sentences. It was like I was trailing off when I wasn't. And I think that the sound filter was cutting me out. And so I reduced the sound filter, which appears to have worked. I still might bring the mic a bit closer to my face. There's nothing wrong with good quality audio. I don't want it to spike though. It spikes and then cuts me off. If I'm at home, pantaloons are optional, no need to search them. True, true, true that. I'll search your pants, but not your pantaloons. These are some lovely pantaloons that I have, and I was going to wear them for the barbecue, but not gonna lie, I'm going to end up in a pair of shorts. I know I am, because it is going to be so hot, and there are going to be 42 people. Help me, please. I don't speak to 42 people in a year, let alone a day. "42 different people, ew." That's what I'm saying, right? It's horrific. How dare they? I meant to ring up about my endoscopy the other day and I just totally forgot. To be fair, it's been a week full of really intense medical stuff, so something was bound to have fallen through. And I think that I've stopped, this is wishful thinking, but I think that I've stopped reacting to wheat in the same way. I think that might have been to do with gut health rather than a disease, but we'll see. We shall see. Yeah, this Ada definitely has starch in it. It is stiff. I'm used to it. Does not mean I have to like it. My mum was one of 11 kids and my pops was one of 12. Oh my goodness. That's a huge amount. So you have 10 uncles and aunts on one side and 11 aunts and uncles on the other side. So what happens when you want to do a big get-together that has both sides? Does everyone get invited, or do you specifically invite them side by side rather than at the same time? No? Someone slamming doors downstairs? I think it's just the wind. You know when you open all the doors and windows and there's that one door that likes to slam? I think it's one of those. Okay, so we've gone up that side. This is going to be the thickness of the ones around the bottom as well. So far looking good, I think. And then I am going to need to have to sort out the Ada in some way. As soon as I start to get sort of like to 3 thick. But then embroidery scissors are so fine. These are my mother's. They're so fine, they can get in between the stitches and make a few cuts. But it might be good to make 1 or 2 cuts before that. Never happened, side by side. I have 56 first cousins on my mum's side alone. That's what I mean, you'd have to get a venue. You would have to get a venue for that. There's no way you could just invite them around to your house. What about weddings? Who gets an invite to the wedding? This feels like a Mario song slowed down. But I've not got my headphones on. If I put my headphones on, they would slip off with the amount of sweat that they would generate. And, not to sound too sexy on stream, but I currently have an ear infection. Which I've got vinegar in for. It's this stuff. They package it very professionally, but the active ingredient is acetic acid. It's vinegar. So I'm hot, sweaty, and vinegary right now. Should I set up a puzzle for crafting days? I was thinking about this. I don't think that puzzles fit very well for writing days. I think that they prove to be more of a distraction than anything. But would you like it if I set up a puzzle for crafting days? What was the puzzle software that I used that time? Tangle? Yeah, Tangle Puzzle, that's it. Who wants a jigsaw? You guys can piece together the duck that I put online. My duck pic. My unsolicited duck pic. Spicy pickle, one might say. A perky spicy pickle, one might say. One might say that. I'll take it. Understitched this one, and I'm not going to overstitch the other side, which I would usually do. It's going to make the Ada harder to remove, so let's make my job easier. I could just get one out of the current bit that I'm stitching. It might take a pin to lift it up though. I'll show you what I mean. I could just get one, because the Ada is divided into tiny little slices. I could just get one up. No, there's no chance. It's too starchy. Yeah, look, I just removed one of them, but only a small piece. That's way too starchy. I could go through and remove little pieces from each side, but that would be just a monumental waste of time. Where is the Avatar? I must capture him and restore my honor! Exactly! How you doing, Lady Magora? Should we make it... Let's make it a 500-piece puzzle. We don't need a room code, I don't think. It's already a private room. Alright. Invite. There's the link. That's a watch link. That's the link to the Oregon Trail. That's not what I'm looking for. There we go. Type it really good. Went on a 7.75 kilometer walk in the forest today with a friend. New route 2. Was so good to be out in nature again. I think that was what I was missing the whole time. The walks in nature. Do you know what's really interesting is walking among different types of trees alters you on a molecular level for a few days. You literally take the forest home with you in your lungs. It's really cool. I'll try and find the scientific paper for you at some point, but it's a really cool thing. So that peaceful feeling, that oxytocin feeling, and that calm feeling that you have, it's from the trees. Is it bright enough without the light? It feels a bit dark without the light. Stream manager, there we are. Okay, I become tree, yes. Yes, please, I'll try and find it for you. That is the link, let me pin it. There we go. If anyone wants something to do, there is a puzzle for you. It is my unsolicited duck pic. What about some conifers about the end of the trail and it smelled so good? There were receptors in the human body meant to receive those. And they've only just been found, really. There are plenty more to find. It was in a documentary which our king made, I believe. Or our king contributed to in some way. It was called like Royal Garden or something. The shadows are more prevalent when I have the light off, but it's bright enough to see without the light. But is it professional enough? Just the Ada is so reflective. I said I was going to use a different colour of Ada next time, and I stand by that. Alright, have I stitched into anything? I don't think so. And I think I'll do the background just single stitch. I think that could look quite nice. Totes professor. Ew, those words tasted weird in my brain. I am your professor now. I am Professor Newt. Here to teach you about plants and trees and stuff. We've made good progress, actually. We've gone around the entire corner of this. I wonder if the first part of the last stream that I did for this, I didn't move so quickly because I was too busy planning where to put this. Because I had to cover up the hole first, so I stitched it up. Could be. Tomorrow is going to be a very weird day. So I don't know what's going to happen with the watch party tomorrow. If I don't make it to Jinx's, then I'll host one. If I do make it to Jinx's, Jinx might host it. Because I'll be away from my laptop, I can't do anything. So the plan is tomorrow is that I'm supposed to be helping prep for this barbecue. So I'm going to be looking after Cosmo, walking the dog, prepping some food. It's going to be a very busy day for me. Probably laying out quite a few tables and chairs and stuff. And then after that, I'm going to visit Jinx. 1 second. And then I'm going to be heading on over to Jinxie Boys in the evening. I think about 5 p.m. Depending on how exhausted I am and depending on how sweaty and nauseous I am as well, we'll see how it goes. But I'm going to eat well today and I'm going to keep very well hydrated today. And hopefully that will give me the best chance to make it over to Jinx's. He has more Pokemon cards for me. So our Pokemon stream is building up quite a repertoire. I don't know whether I should save it for September or whether I should have it as a separate special event before September. I feel like a separate special event before September would be really good. And I would have that as part of the raising funds for the new setup. Because I need to find new things to do on a Wednesday because I can't game anymore. I don't want it to become like an extra writing stream or an extra crafting stream because I already do that. I want to still be a variety channel. Oh, our very first little break time. Oh, I was supposed to set it to 2 minutes, but it looks like I've set it to 3. So I shall spend that extra minute drinking water, not alcohol. Gonna have some Wasser. Now, is my mic picking up that noise? Let me just listen for a second. Oh, as soon as I listened, the noise stopped. Hang on. I definitely think I had the threshold for my microphone set super high, which was good if I was running like the hairdryer during the crafting streams. You can hear something. There's some background noise coming through. Is this the Earth Nation symbol? It is indeed! There is no war in Ba Sing Se. Exactly. There is no war in Ba Sing Se. There is some background noise, but is that the fan? See, it shouldn't be picking that up. That's audio properties, blah, blah, blah. Filters. Yeah, it's the... It's quite a good experiment, actually, to have the background noise there. Oh, I see what's going on. If I set suppression level to 40, and then 40 is also the threshold for the expander. I don't say blah, blah, blah. Blah, blah, blah. How does that sound? Does that sound really odd? Let me just listen to myself back real quick. Yeah, there's definitely more background noise, for sure. So, there should be background noise because there is background noise where I am. But it's interesting that the mic is picking that up. Do I need to add a background noise filter? Because I think I was throttling it so much that it didn't matter if I had a background noise filter. Noise suppression. No, I have that. Noise suppression. Let's just switch to good quality noise suppression. Yeah, that's perfect. But then I'm going to need to change that if I ever want to do another recording of me reading anything, because it's going to pick the stuff up. It's interesting that the low quality noise suppression lets you set it to a certain decibel, but the good quality doesn't. That's really interesting to me. That is very, very interesting. It's almost too good. Right, let us get back to work. Also, Black Iris, hi, how are you? I'm at the perfect thread length. There's a point in cross-stitch and embroidery in general that you get to the perfect thread length for your hand. And then it gets too short. And you have to replace the thread. It breaks your heart every time. As long as I make this a solid object, there'd be no reason to get rid of the Ada. I'm still thinking about the Ada. And do I want this to be self-contained, or do I want to put some extra stitches around the edges? In which case, putting them around the bottom is going to be an absolute nightmare. I think maybe I'll just keep it self-contained, like a patch. With the noise suppression, my fan is louder, which is interesting. It does say it takes more CPU for the good quality stuff.
I'm asking you as a friend. Put an end to me.
How's that pinned message? Because my other pinned message, when I did a puzzle for the first time, it didn't stick. Oh, this is it. Okay. Until manually unpinned. Oh, I had the auto unpin set to 20 minutes. That's why it unpinned itself. Oh. Well, it's there if anyone wants to do a puzzle. I can also reshare the link until it's done. Yes, it is fun. I think that I'm more likely to put those on crafting streams than I am writing streams, because I think they will become a distraction. We've all got ADHD here. Who are we kidding? God, it's a hot day. My eyes especially are very burny. I may do some eye drops if they're still here. I clearly did my favourite thing to the eye drops, which is take them out of the packet and then leave the packet in a visible place, but the eye drops hidden from view, so that I can't access them. I'll do those in a bit. Would it be weird if I put my eye drops in my mini fridge so that they were cold? Or will that shock my eyes? They'll go inverted like your mouth does when it's eating something sour. My eyelids will go inverted. I have ADHD. I have ADOS attention deficit. Ooh, shiny. I don't know what is it? I don't know what HDs are, but the doctor says I've got 80 of them. My favorite vine. I'd like to remove the Ada because the patch is going to be very rigid otherwise. But I think that this is too much Ada to remove. I'll look into other ones. You can get dissolvable stuff. I'd love to have some dissolvable Ada because I'd be able to do much bigger, more intricate patterns. Like I say, when I buy those cotton shirts and pants and sew my own patterns onto them, that is going to need dissolvable Ada, I think. Then it comes out in the first wash. You do it with a washable thread, which this is, and you have it on a cotton wash. I wouldn't get white because the thread does bleed. No matter how synthetic or, you know, finely manufactured embroidery thread is, it's so bright and comes in so many different colours that it will bleed onto your shirt. So I would be tempted to, unless I had the intention to recolour the entire shirt, so it was a huge, I don't know, single colour pattern, like this is green on green, I would maybe get a couple of different coloured cotton shirts and then turn those into craft projects. I think that could be quite good. ADHD, horny dames and dudes. That should be a dating platform. You should stand by that. You should create it. You're sitting on a gold mine. Now the thread is too short for my hand. There's that blissful moment where it's just the perfect length. Barbecue is going to be a disaster, guys. I don't think I've ever dreaded a social event this much. I need to print out a sign for my bedroom door because the door handle's broken. I'm going to tape it up and then ask people not to use it. That both keeps people out of my room and also lets people know that the door handle's broken because I don't want the room to be open. Whether people come in or not, I don't want it to be open because I might have some laundry drying. The old dehumidifier. How many am I going up by? I don't need to worry for a bit, but I will need to start to worry in a few stitches. Who's messaging me? That looked like a weather alert. Don't tell me the weather's gone up again. Don't do this to me. I'm not able for this. I'm not mature enough for this, Martin. Highs 26 to 28 and lows of 10 to 12 tomorrow. Okay. Yes, this is only a moment the perfect length. Then there's more, or then there's less than we thought. Hey, it's not the length of the boat, it's the motion in the ocean. I'm gonna go to Jinx's and I'm gonna stay late because I know I am, because there's gonna be a booze up. And I'm gonna stay late and I'm gonna get home at like 12, which means I'll need to wind down and I won't get to sleep until about 2, which means I'll be up at probably midday. And then there'll be 2 short hours before 42 people arrive at the door. I wouldn't even have time to get my cornflakes in my face. Lies. Lies. This is fake news. Hey, I'm the best fake news channel there is. Who needs podcaster YouTubers when you've got me nattering away in your ear? I get up midday too. I will after a booze up, and after I know there's going to be a lot of setup tomorrow. So after a lot of the lifting, because I tend to try and do a lot of the lifting. Would be nice if my brother came round tomorrow, but it's his party, so we can't really ask him to help with it. Jeff. Alright, let me give these stitches a count. Okay, so excluding the base, we've got 1, 2, 3. And excluding the base on the template, we need to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 side-by-side stitches straight up. I'm gonna need to change thread soon, which means I'm gonna pop this thread into the back of everything. Sew it in. Sew it in, and so it shall be. Lovely. A nice little knot there. I don't think it's an official knot of any kind, but it is still a knot. A Welsh knot, miss. I swear I must have the other half of the thread that I cut for this, but I can't find it anywhere. I know that this is the correct colour because it matches, but probably some green thread hanging around that I will find later on and think, where's this from? It's from this. Unless I did thread the needle twice last session. Pop those away. I sounded just like the guy in Plebs that teaches Stylax how to drive, and he's talking to him about a really serious topic. He's talking to him about his divorcing his wife, and every now and then he undercuts what he's saying with a driving instruction to Stylax. So he's like, oh yeah, now she can't stand the sight of me. Stay in your lane. Sounded just like him. He was a children's entertainer. I grew up with him on the TV, actually. Plebs is not something you want to put on your TV when kids are around. Read it twice. Sounds like a good afternoon. Sounds like a fun time. Heat puts such an unnecessary stress on my body. Why? Why is my body this upset over a bit of heat. I want to say it isn't that bad, but it really is. Make sure I don't accidentally lose the thread. Stay in your lane. There we are. Now we've got a big piece of thread to work with. My arm's gonna be going out of frame every single stitch. God, it's hot. Why is it so hot? I'm sat here fully overheating. For why? I mean, the laptop produces some heat, but not that much for just this. It's nice that the thing for Sunday's gone down. Bank holiday Monday is going to be the hottest, but the thing for Sunday, it was on 32 or 33, and now it's gone down to 28, which doesn't seem like a lot of difference, but it makes a lot of difference for me because 30 really is my threshold for discomfort. No swooning from the hotness. Only if I wear a corset. I'll be like Elizabeth from Pirates of the Caribbean. I loved our Pirates of the Caribbean watch parties. I'm going to miss our watch parties if I can't do one this weekend as well. I missed the last one. How dare I go out and socialise? It's a travesty. My phone needs a charge. Does anyone still watch TikTok lives? Thinking about it last night because a bunch of lives came up for me. And I just... Run! Run! Jinx! Hi, how are you? I just think that TikTok Live for me, it stopped coming up on my For You page, so I don't watch it anymore. Hey Jinx, how are you? Good evening, good sir. How do? 5, we need 2 more. I'm alive and only slightly crispy. That's good. I'm glad you're only slightly crispy. I'm alive and very crispy. Well, I'm more muggy and sweaty than crispy. I don't crisp up. I'm like an onion. I sweat in the pan. I lose a lot of my moisture. I just burn. Oh, bless you, Jinx. No more Bernie. You sit in a nice cold place with some ice cubes, please, good sir. Hi, Sephob. How you doing? Is it Sephob or Sepho? I probably asked you that before, I think. Alright, let's go back to the pattern and do a quick recount. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 to do. Excluding the bottom, I've done 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So another 2. Another 1, but 2 side by side. You excited for tomorrow, Newts? I am. I was just talking about it. I said there's going to be a lot of barbecue prep going on. I'm going to see how my symptoms are. At the moment, it's a yes, and I should be there. But I'm going to keep a close eye on my symptoms because the heat, I've noticed, has been affecting me today. But I'm hoping to get some good rest. I got some good rest today. When did I go to bed? I went to bed at around midnight, and I woke up at about 1 p.m. So I've had over 12 hours of sleep. So I'm well rested. I just need to get a bit more well hydrated and not push myself too much tomorrow, and then I should be there. Think of the Pokemon cards and the food. We also have a surprise dessert. And of course, Harley. Oh, the baby! Oh, I love the baby. The baby. She was so sweet. She's such a cutie pie, honestly. Bestest dog. She's dope. She's a lovely dope. I love the way she lay in the kitchen. Like, we went to have a chat in the kitchen. And at first she wanted to play ball, but then she was just hanging out with us. She was such a cutie. She just was like, hey, what you doing? Alright, that is 7 up, which starts the first of our little prongs. Let me look at the pattern again. You go quite far from this. So I need to do a straight line from the edge of this. I need to go all the way here until there's only 2 left on this side. Easy peasy, it's just a straight line. I don't even have to count. Good day. Sorry, I keep flashing you my phone. I'm gonna give away all of my private details. It's alright, we're all good friends. What private details do I have? Emails saying I've gone overdrawn? Probably. Actually, the bank texts me. I think there's no chance of this Ada coming out. I will try, I will wet it, and I will try to cut it. But if it doesn't come out, then I will just have this as a patch. It will be slightly more rigid than the rest of the pantaloons, but I'm okay with that. As a very first experiment of me doing any of this, I think I've done rather well. Especially trying to get the pattern in a straight line. I think I've done quite well with that. No worries, Jinx! Your boy's very warm, my brain is fried, so I'm gonna have a quiet one tonight. Hopefully resuming my stream next week. That would be lovely, Jinx. It'd be lovely to see you. Enjoy the rest of your stream. See you tomorrow. See you then, Jinx. Thank you for flying by and saying hi. I appreciate it. And I will let you know about tomorrow, or I will just show up tomorrow. I may be in a pair of shorts. I may have my legs out. I got short shorts and I've got Primark men's shorts, which go down like halfway to my knee. So I'll see which pair fits me better. Short shorts, there is a high likelihood that I will flash you and your neighbours. But they are most comfortable in hot weather. Most comfortable indeed. I just show up in a bikini. I don't own a bikini. I've never owned a bikini. I feel like every lady should own a bikini at least once in her life. Get them legs out. Hey, looking thick, boy. You know it. I got those I got those Junker Queen thighs. How are we doing for time? Oh, we're nearly at our next break. I'm just going to be drinking during the breaks. Slowly rehydrating. I may put some electrolytes in my drink. I have two things that cause dehydration. I have the bile acid malabsorption, which causes a lot of water loss. And I have the sertraline, which I'm on for my mental health, which causes sweating. Excessive sweating. Couple that with some hormone issues that I also have, and I lose all of my water. I desiccate. I dry up. Have you seen the Third Body Problem? When those humans, like, leatherize themselves to survive the sun? Essentially me. I don't know if the contrast on this thread is going to be good enough to not have a border. But I can add a border without the Ada. I could add a white border without the Ada. That could look quite nice. Oh, we're on our slightly longer break, which I have correctly set to 5 minutes. So, weapons down. Weapons down, gentlemen. I think I will put some electrolytes in. Oh no, something fell. It's my fault. I hit the desk. What fell? My ink! You guys made me ink! My lovely Waterman ink. My posh posh ink. Electrolytes, anyone? Yummy, yummy, yummy? In the tummy? Salty, salty water. I'll stir it with a pencil. I'm not proud. These ones always take a slight bit to dissolve. They're a bit odd. They're bulk electrolytes, so they're made for people who work out. But they've got, it's plain, unflavoured electrolyte powder. I've had it for ages. I doubt it'll go out of date. Oh, God. It is going to go out of date at the 9th. In 4 months. And it's got, what does it have? Sodium chloride, potassium sulfate, dicalcium phosphate, and magnesium oxide. I think that's all of them, or at least most of them. I don't know my electrolytes very well, I must admit. Oh. Hopefully that'll fix me up, lickety-split. So I do have a headache, and that is the first sign for me of dehydration. I'll get a small headache, I will then get sick, and then I will get the shakes. So the headache is my warning signal. I should take the headache as what it is, which is an early warning system. I might just open my window. Get some extra air. There we are. Whew. It is just, it's one of those evenings where the heat really drags. I feel like it's going to be this way for the next few days too. Yeah, it is 26 degrees right now. And it is 7 p.m. The overnight is going to be... Oh god, it's horrid. We're still at 18 degrees at midnight. The coldest part of the day is going to be 5 a.m. where there's going to be a little alleviation from it. It's going to be 14 degrees. And then Saturday night is going to be 10 degrees, which is going to be much, much, much nicer. Yeah, I'm going to melt. Do you know, it goes back up to 27 degrees next Thursday. It's going to be a really hot couple of weeks. Feels like 23. I would say that it feels like 28 where I am. But I am in a room with a working laptop. It is pumping out hot air. So I take that with a grain of salt. What I might do though is put my fancy electrolyte water in my little freezer. Yeah, it's nice and cool now. Hello, Jerry. How are you? It's lovely to see you. Sadly not able to stay in chat for long, but I'll be able to lurkies for you. Thank you so much for the lurk. I really appreciate you being here and boosting the numbers and being so lovely, Jerry. Thank you. I assume that you're getting along with your big to-do list right now? I've also been lurking in your streams during the week, but it has been such a busy week that I haven't said hi because I've been too exhausted to. But I saw you hanging out. I saw you saying hi on the Overwatchers. I miss Overwatch already because I'm not able to play it anymore. I really miss it. I'm gonna come back and be the bronziest bronze. You're missing the anniversary stuff? I am, and it sucks, but the computer just can't run it. It crashes. I need the new setup. Oh no, I know it sucks. But hopefully I'll be able to come back with the new setup at the end of the year, maybe. And we'll see what happens. Did you turn off the new window gaming setting? Yes, I did. I had, even when it runs on its lowest and it looks like the original Doom game, it's so pixelated, it still won't run. It's been causing people a lot of issues. No, it's the battery in my laptop. It's packed up. It's fully packed up. I'm able to run this with the laptop plugged in, but it is just a camera and the streaming software and the music. That is it. And this is it maxed out, and I still get some battery dips, which would suggest that I can't do this forever. But at the moment, this is manageable. It may be that before I can fund the new setup by myself, it may be that I have to quit streaming for like 6 months. And that would really suck. But we must do what's necessary. I'm praying that the laptop just holds out. I'll still be active on the internet. From my phone. I could try Twitch streaming from my phone, but it will be a bit of a nightmare because I currently access chat through my phone. It's an option though. I could mount the phone on this, maybe. I'll find a way to MacGyver my way through it, I always do. Related for a sneak peek for the big event on Twitter/Blue Sky. Oh, Jerry, I can't wait to see it. Well done, you. Okay, I think this is the last stitch in this row. You go right up to 2 away from the edge. It's starting to look like the Earth Kingdom sigil now, isn't it? There we are. That is our first little spoke done, our first little prong, a little curve. And then I need to just go all the way back and be 2 away from the start of this, which is just aligns with that. Easy peasy. I don't even have to count these bits. I love it when I don't have to count. Make my brain very happy. I think I have stretched the fabric a little bit. I don't think that this looks particularly like good or even. But I am living and I am learning. I think I'm almost ready to upload my first incentive for the setup as well. I want to keep prices down though, which I'm finding a little difficult. Especially if I'm printing and producing things myself. But I don't want things to be anything that I charge for to be over like £10 a month. That just feels ridiculous. I'm not Netflix. I think we may even get the main pattern done today. Wouldn't that be lovely? Because I've chosen such a dark outline, it may even look inverted, but you'll get the gist of the pattern. I was just comparing it to the background fabric just then. Well, you can do a direct comparison by turning it inside out. I think that that's different enough to stand out. But the other thread that I've chosen is even more different, so it's going to be a case that they might notice that fabric first. We'll see. Oh, do I have a slip knot? Oh, I do have a slip knot. Oh, noes. Voila. I have the scissors in plain view. Don't tell Twitch I've got scissors. They don't need to know. They never needed to know. Twitch doesn't need to know that I have scissors. This definitely feels like a Mario theme. I love the Game Chops music because it's nice and calming, but it's recognizable so that it doesn't sort of like confuse people. I considered putting on a bunch of classical music as well, but I think that some of that is so boisterous. Classical doesn't necessarily mean calming, right? There's some good royalty-free classical stuff though, but that's from like 400 years ago. It's recognizable. Maybe I'll make a nice classicals playlist on Spotify or something. I intend to cherry pick and make 2 playlists out of the Game Chops playlist, because some of them are nice and peppy and some of them are really relaxing, and I was going to make a peppy playlist and a relaxed playlist for playing on stream, because then I can just wind her up and let her go. This is looking good. I'm proud of this so far. My headache's going. Since I mainlined that, I think it was about 500 ml of water. And then had a few sips of the electrolyte water as well. My headache's going. I never put my eye drops in though. It's probably worth doing. Hey, Pale, how are you? Pale, your parcel's on the way. It should arrive tomorrow. I know! I was going to... There's two options. I can either remove Jinx's belt and deliver Jinx's belt to him the same day, or I can film the entire unboxing.
It'll quench ya.
It'll quench ya. It's the quenchiest. Thank you, Pale, for those biddies. I appreciate them. It'll quench ya. They're the quenchiest. I need to make sure to stop on the next stitch because I will just forget. I'm in mindless stitching mode. I'm in a flow state. You can bring it all to Jinx's. That's true, but then I would have to set up a camera in order to film the unboxing. Unbox it with friends. That's true. That's true. Let me have a think about what I can do. But I don't think I can take Jinx's out without seeing it. Or without seeing what you've gifted me. So I think that whether I remove Jinx's to deliver it or not, I will need to film the unboxing then. Once the cat's out of the bag, can't put it back in. Yeah, that's fair enough, Pale. Okay, then I'll make sure to... If I don't have time to film it tomorrow, then I won't give Jinx's his just yet. But we will see each other very soon. Jinx and I can never be kept apart. I feel like I need to bring it down and up like that. Down and up. That's a better view. I logged into my Blue Sky for the first time in over like 3 weeks, and I've liked hundreds of posts in the last 48 hours. Who hacks an account just to mass spam likes on a person's mutes like it was mainly all people I followed? That's got to be a bot, right? A bot? Coming an unboxing with the kitties being out, only Newts material, you know it. Only Newts is going to be how I make my millions.
Good puppy.
I would never respond to such things. Thank you very much for the biddies, Pale. I appreciate them. And like hundreds of posts. I mean, as long as they weren't offensive. As long as they weren't like offensive posts. How often does anyone look through anyone else's likes? I think you'll be alright. The accessory gifts I've added. Oh, Pale, I'm so excited! Pale, I cannot even fathom the amount of hours and the amount of money that has gone into you creating that for me. And I am astonished, and thank you so much. Some of them was pro AI shit. No! Maybe it was an AI account. Yeah, you don't need to be liking pro AI shit as an artist. Burn the heretic! Burn them! Blood for the blood god! I suppose you wouldn't get any blood if you burnt them. You'd just get crispy, crispy human jerky. How could you? Honestly, hashtag cancel Jerry. Jerry, how could you? Get out of my Christian Minecraft server. You know, I still don't know if Minecraft runs on this laptop. It's gonna really suck if I have to give everything up 6 months. 5 months? No, it's gonna be about 6 months, isn't it? If I'm saving by myself, it's gonna probably be even more than that. Which is totally fine if that's what I have to do. Like, it's totally good. Yeah, artificial intelligence. I'm barely organic intelligence. Jeff, I need to put that as a lot of my profiles. I'm 5 days in just scrolling. Oh, Jerry. Oh, Jerry. I honestly don't know why you'd like those posts, though. You think you know someone. No, I'm really sorry you got hacked. That's really annoying. So many dicks. Where are the tits? You know this ain't me. Where is it? Why is it all men? That's how you plead it in court. They're like, and why did you like so many dick pics? And you're like, well, that's how you know it isn't me. Where are the boobs, man? It's so nice to be back streaming. I really, really missed it this week. Guessing the bot was sponsored by HBO. They gotta get that obligatory dick in. You know they do. It's like my unsolicited duck pic. This is really starting to look like the Earth Kingdom now. I'm really happy with this so far. What, you mean they like to be felt and not seen? I was gonna say seen and not heard. Felt and not seen? Hard relate, Jeff. Hard relate. I want to be felt and not seen. Don't quote that. It's interesting that when I turn the audio compressor on, that the fans speed up. Because I'm trying to run this in as low quality as I can. Whoa, 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 whoa. I was already typing. Whoa, Pale, have you been hacked by an AI? Because I never said that. I never said that. Pale, you silly goose. Thank you for quote 592, which is wild we have that many. And I'm so glad that it's on an Excel spreadsheet, Pale, because Stream Elements, I think, is going to hit the fan. Does that piece of fabric want to be felt and not seam? But I think this is the last stitch. Not anymore! They got a partner. They got a partner? What do you mean they got a partner? They got a partner? Oh, Stream Elements got a partner. Are they going to be saved? Really? Gonna have to keep that live updated, right, Pale? Did they actually? That is news to me. The last I checked, it was going on. It was like fully going away, and people were looking for ways to rig the widgets up. Made a post about it yesterday. Oh my goodness, you are hot on the press, Jerry. Get you. Who's the partner? Are they a good company? Or are they an AI first company? Now we're looking like the Earth Kingdom. Do I use a sock or do I spend £30? I think that was the doorstop. It's gotta be the doorstop. How are my hands getting tired? What kind of a weakling am I? I can't even do embroidery. This is what frail women used to do in the Victorian times. I'm so hot and sweaty. Please help. Please send wet sponges. Wet sponges? Where did that come from? I did make a decision about the door, by the way, with the broken door handles. I have decided to tape it and put a sign on it saying, door handle broken, please do not use. And hopefully that will be enough to put anyone off coming in my room. And it's also not a lie, because the door handle is broken. Gotta find my good duct tape though first. Come to terms with the fact that I have been hacked by a gay AI bro. You've got to just breathe through it, just accept this is what has happened. There will be before this and then there will be after this. And we must live in the acceptance. You can't be frail and rock a corset. Victorian ladies were tough. They were tough. They were always like underestimated, weren't they? I think Jack the Ripper was a woman. Or at least had a female accomplice. Oh, okay, I didn't sew it in. Thank God for that. That would have been Hours of unpicking. Door broken. Now identifies as a wall. Please do not attempt to enter wall. Would that be a gay eye, bro, Jerry? Not the gay eye, bro. Put the gay guy, the gay eyebrow away, man. I need to keep one hand inside the pantaloons. I need to switch to a double-handed technique. Do not take that the wrong way. My left hand is not going to cooperate. Oh, it cooperated then. Maybe I could do a double-handed technique. Oh, is that our break again? Already? God damn. Really? Another 20-something minutes? Charlie Kirk, gay eyebrow, apparently. Oh my god, Jerry. You know what they say? We are Charlie Kirk. Alright, there we go. Doing well, I think. Newt switching it up. You know what? You gotta have flavour. You gotta have variety, you know? God damn it. Thank you very much for quote 593. We are heading towards 600. Let me get my nice cold water out. Cold and salty. Of course there's a folder in the way. There we go. Cold, salty water, anyone? Yum. Ugh. Yummers. How are we doing for time? Oh, 1.5 hours. We are about halfway through stream, or halfway my usual stream. Not sure if I'll do a short one today or not. I do feel absolutely exhausted. Ad starts in 43 seconds, everyone. Good luck. Fight for your life out here. So if you get an ad for cat food, I keep getting an ad for cat food, and it's got Robbie Williams in it, and I don't like Robbie Williams. It's a problem, because I don't have a cat, and I don't have a Robbie Williams, and I don't want one either. It's so hot in this room. Let's try some eye drops and see if they help. The headache might be dry eye. Came to me like, well, you saw my post about insert drama, and I was like, nah-huh? Basically all his posts in the last week? Oh my god, Jerry. You've been inadvertently getting it on with a guy. By getting it on, I mean liking his posts. Which isn't sex, but could be a precursor to. Okay, eye drops are in. Oh, now my eyes are blurry, but slightly cooler. I have a short one you can do. Wait. You gotta up the get. Come on, you gotta big yourself up a bit better than that. I have a short one you can do. Wait a minute. Wait a damn minute. Oh, I'm so tired. Let me just let the eye drops do their thing. Hopefully that should get rid of my headache. Electrolytes and eye drops. Hypermellows ones. Don't know what the Hypermellows ones are? They're the ones that are goop rather than drops. They're a bit thicker. Wanna like my post, baby girl? Do you know, I was watching Philomena Kunk, and she was talking about Elvis, and she said if Elvis whipped out his penis in front of the crowd, they'd all have a stroke. And she said it in her deadpan way, and she broke the professional that she was interviewing, which is really rare. She broke her with that. I have thoroughly enjoyed watching Philomena Kunk, actually. I didn't think I would enjoy it that much, but it is really funny. I'm a hot woman right now. I'm a hot woman. Let's get those windows wide open. Then the neighbours can hear what I say. Yeah, you are. I meant hot more as in like leaves a line on leather chairs after she's been sat on them way. But you know what? That's fine too. Okay, back to it. Ain't nothing to it but to do it. Let's try this revolutionary two-handed technique. I'm a hot woman right now. Thank you for quote 594. We really are hurtling towards 600. My left hand works to like a can grip a cup degree. But anything else I do with my left hand, it's just really badly coordinated. Terrible UI. I'm with Jimmy Carr. There is no good time to whip your dick out. If somebody is interested, they will do it for you. Pop off. That is a great quote. Anti-flashing and pro-consent? Hell yeah. I think I'm moving faster or slower using my left hand. I think I'm moving marginally faster. Unintended effect of this, the hand that is inside the pantaloons is now getting sweaty. What is it? Whenever you open a window in the summer, there's always a child screaming to death. Like, really screaming. Whatever it is, it can't be that intense. I know kids go outside in the summer to play. That's fine. There's playing and then there's just scream. They don't scream in the winter. They play in the snow in the winter and they don't scream. What is it about the sun that makes them scream? I wish you with my hand in your pantaloons. Yeah, you do, Pale. Sold as a like bot account because these likes go from pro-Trump to kill 'em to pro-AI to anti-AI to gay as a sin to two guys holding hands. Like, I'm having whiplash. It's an AI that's going through the different eras of its life. It's experiencing growth. At first it was pro-Trump and anti-LGBT, and now it is accepted that it is a gay AI. And is liking all the penises. Good for it. Terrible for your hacked account. Pro consent. Can I, the loving lady? Yes, you can. Is it 7:30 p.m? It is 26 degrees. Fuck. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. It's really lingering and I hate it. The heat hasn't broken yet and you would have expected it to break about an hour and a half ago when I started stream. Lord knows how Jinx is coping, because Jinx's place is very warm. It's like very naturally warm. Is it moist heat? Yes, it is. It is humid. you know what I'm really enjoying with my online presence at the moment? I realize that the laptop is broken and that really sucks, and it may be that my streaming will have to go down. But I'm really enjoying the confidence that I have to do what I like. I didn't think that the writing streams would be popular, yet they are the most popular thing. And these crafting streams I was never going to do. But then I decided to because I wanted to, and I have that confidence now. I was just thinking about that in my head. I was like, actually, I feel really confident in my ability to speak and, I guess you'd call it, entertain online entertainment. But I feel a lot more free creatively online, which I really like. The fan going right now, I'm really contemplating the AC. Well, I will tell you, Pale, that according to the Met Office, we are at... Hang on. I read this out earlier today. We are at 20 degrees until 10 p.m. So you have to consider that at 10 p.m. it's going to be 20 degrees. At midnight, we're still at 18. And at 4 a.m. we're still at 15. It only goes down to 15 tonight. So it does linger tonight a lot. I do miss the humidity. General US is drier where I grew up. 40 degrees and 99% humidity. Humidity. That's the new bone apple teeth for Bon Apple Teeth. Fuck this shit. I moved to the North Pole, right? I enjoy the evenings of hot days because it feels like really refreshing after having such a hot day, but we're not getting any of that at the moment, which sucks. Okay, so I've gone 2 across. No, I haven't. I've gone 3 across. I've gone 2 across. And I would start my stitches here. I'm gonna have to take my hand periodically out of the pantaloons because she's getting a sweaty. I could do these crafting streams and the writing streams forever, by the way. I find such a sense of contentment in it, just nattering on to myself and to chat, and just doing what I want, writing and crafting. So I'm really glad that the laptop has held up to this. We'll see how long it lasts. I would hopefully have enough money for the new setup come September. We'll see. I know another way to make you hot and sweaty note. Oh yeah, Pale? What's that? Make me go to the gym? The first step is in the box! Ooh! I'm intrigued. Colour me intrigued, good sir. I can't wait to see it in person. I feel like it's going to hit different in person. You should be extremely proud of that work, Pale. Because when we met, you weren't doing leather work at all. You said that you had done it in school, but that you weren't gonna pick it up, and then you were saying, I bought a few tools and some scrap leather, and then from there you went on to this. It's a huge project. You should be so proud of it. Children are screaming again. Not the children outside, the children in my basement. I haven't fed them. I got that angle right. It looks a little different. But I think it's the fabric stretching rather than the pattern. I think the pattern's okay. It looks like this is longer than that. But I think that is because I've done the second line here and not here. That's fine. Human can last 3 weeks without food, as long as there is water down there. I think there's water. I gave them some of those gerbil drinking things, you know, with the marbles in. I need to yell at my bank. Wanted to change to convert to pounds for my donation. What donation? And yell at your bank, please do. Banks need more yelling at. They yell at us enough. I don't know about you guys, but it's always saying to me, your payments are due, and... your payments are due, and your overdraft is happening right now, and you may get taken even more overdrawn. Leave me alone. Let me spend the money I don't have. For the new setup, working on things on my end. Jeff, that is incredibly generous of you. Thank you so much. I'll be doing the first fundraising stream for it next Wednesday. But naturally, anything would be really, really lovely. You didn't have to do that. Thank you so much. And I don't know if Tiltify can do that. I have experience donating to American campaigns, and I'm fairly sure it just turned it into dollars. But I don't know if Tiltify would do that for you, to be honest. YouTube doesn't do it. YouTube does super chats that are like... People spam YouTube super chats. It's a little mean, but people go to super chats and they donate like 100,000 of this type of currency. Even if they're from like Canada, and it will be in rupees, and people will think that they've got thousands and thousands of pounds or something, and they don't, because it's in a different currency of dollar. I'll get it worked out by then. Well, thank you, Jeff. I really appreciate the intent behind that. That is very generous of you. Every little bit will help. I will be adding to the campaign myself. I was hoping to do... I've been setting aside a little bit every month. It's like nothing. I've managed to get like £16 this month. But I will be adding that to the total as well. So it's almost like a joint thing. And it'll be nice to see it move forward. It'd be lovely to see it move forward. Every little bit helps. I must remember to stop these stitches before I hit the edge. Oh, and it's going to be 3 before the edge, because it's 2 plus the bit I haven't stitched yet. What's everyone's bank holiday plans? Well, not everyone here has a bank holiday, right? Is it just everyone in the UK? I don't think it's a worldwide bank holiday. Do worldwide bank holidays exist? Christmas? No, there are companies where Christmas... There are countries where Christmas doesn't happen. Me and my sheltered worldview. My tiny little corner of England. I wish I could have stayed overnight at Jinx's. That would have been really nice. And we had the planet for so long for me to stay overnight at Jinx's this weekend, but I hate it, but it's my brother's 30th, and so it feels quite significant, and that I should be there for it. My brother has missed my last 4 birthdays, though, the bastard. I'm getting a new car! Taking apart my old car, and either tomorrow or Monday, driving to your neck of the woods, nude. Hey! You can come get me from Jinx's. You looking forward to the new car? Not the insurance payments. I know you said about the insurance payments, but looking forward to having the new car. Get your head gasket fixed. I don't know if that's a part of a car or a part of a human, Jeff. And I'm too afraid to ask. Looking forward to not having to take the bus. So valid. plane just went over that was very loud. It's probably heading to... Is it Bryce? Bryce? Probably Bryce. Oh, 1 second. Someone wants to talk to me. That's what I'm doing this weekend, taking it apart to remove the head gasket. I see. You could blow either. That's true. Bryce is near you. Yeah, Bryce would be the closest, biggest thing. Whenever I see... I don't often go on main roads, but whenever I see main roads around me, there's usually a couple of Air Force things and a couple of... There's also a big hospital. And so sometimes it's the air ambulance. So it could have been either of those, but I didn't look. The loudest are Chinooks. Actually, no, that's incorrect. The loudest is a type of plane which I only saw once, which was one big triangle with 3 small triangles at the back. The B-2. A B-2 once flew over the house. Which was truly and ridiculously loud. I've only ever seen one in my life. It was extremely high up. It was above the clouds. If it wasn't a clear day, I would never have seen it. I don't know why it was there. But that's one that I saw, and that was the loudest plane that I have ever heard. Oh, it's supposed to be a stealth bomber. It wasn't very stealthy when it came over here. But that was very strange, seeing that go over. I was very confused by the shape, because you think it's a spaceship when you first see it, because it doesn't really have the distinct parts of a body and a couple of wings and a tail. It is just a triangle. It's very freaky to see in the sky. Maybe it wasn't it that made the noise then. Maybe it was the jets that surrounded it that made the noise. Because I'm sure it would have been escorted. But that is what I think is the loudest thing I've ever heard. The 2 stitches plus the one I haven't done means I need to do 1 more stitch here. Bum, bum, bum. What I'm doing is an embroidery technique, or a cross-stitch technique that I use to avoid losing a lot of thread. So I was going to come over to the other side, the right side of what I'm stitching. And so while I'm coming over to the right side, I'm stitching an extra line so that the thread isn't wasted. Because I'm coming over here anyway, but it means that I have to do a bit more counting. And then I want to start up here. Yeah, that plane was freaky. I didn't know it was a nuclear thing. Makes sense, though. We are technically a nuclear country, I suppose. It looks like a US one. Maybe it was here for a demonstration. We like our demonstrations here. Oh, there's some in Australia. Australia, US, Australia. I didn't know Australia had such a military. We tend to think of them all as fun little guys who like playing with snakes. It would be a NATO unit, you think? It was before Trump was in power. So I know there's been a lot of controversy around Trump and NATO. I just remember it so vividly because it was so strange to see. And it flew over in complete silence, and then the loudest sound, which must have been the engines, rumbled across. It was like thunder. And it didn't leave a trail. It was perfect. It was this perfect spaceship. And we get some, because, oh, we used to have the air show. I don't think they do it anymore, but they used to have the air show next to Bryce. And we used to get some things like Spitfires and Hurricanes flying over. That was fun. That was really fun. You'd be able to tell by the sound of it whether it was a Hurricane or a Spitfire. I don't think they do the show anymore, though. I only went once, and I went when I was 9 years old, and we saw a backflipping helicopter, and I got sunburnt, and that's all I remember. As you do when you're 9. You don't remember everything. Oh, I just pinched in my finger tonight. Must have been something they said. Just pinched my finger tonight. This is going remarkably well, considering that I didn't have any of that curl to start with today. I think I must have spent a long time in the other stream just patching the holes. Sorry, doing puzzle. Don't worry, Pale. That's what it's there for. Get it done. Get my unsolicited duck pic done. And remember, the template, if you want it, is at the top, because I didn't even know that the template was up there. But it is there. Green Dino. I see you, Green Dino. I remember I went on there when Jerry was solving the puzzle and I kept pulling the pieces away from her. If I can't troll Jerry on Overwatch, then I've got to troll Jerry in the puzzle software. Come on. It's-a me, Mario. It's-a me, Green Dino. Green Dinosaur. 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 Love me. We all live happy family. Can be. I love Barney. Look at Barney. Thank you for those biddies. Pale. I appreciate it. I love you. You love me. I can't find the stitch hole. That's not the best part of the song. I feel like we're a little bit too zoomed in. Then you start to see my mic, the edge of other things on my desk. My secrets! My secrets! I think it's because my eyes are so poor. I think that zooming in makes things better quality, but it just doesn't. Are we supposed to be on a break right now? Is that a break? We are supposed to be on a break. Put your tools, needles, and sewing things down, people. To give our hands a break and a stretch. Yeah. That's a good stretch. Yeah. I could fully nap right now and be so content. It's so hot. When is the weather breaking? 10 p.m. I'm gonna start sobbing. Why does this slump want to head to bed early again? Because it's so hot. I'll give you a good stretch. Oh yeah, pal? Nagora! How do you nap I hot? How do you nap when what do you mean? How do you nap I hot? How do you hot I nap? Pale! Oh, it's so good to see everyone. I've really missed streaming this week. I see you while working on it. You're getting the edge pieces. I see you. Oh, hello. You can do a hard version of this where the puzzle pieces are rotated and you have to rotate them back into shape. I saw someone, I feel like it was Nyx that had that on, and she also had set it to 1,000 pieces. And that's like a multi-day puzzle kind of thing. Come on, I gotta get one piece. Oh, I picked up this piece by accident. That doesn't belong here. It belongs there. All the way up here. Not just solving a puzzle live on stream. Is that it? I like the funny noise it makes when you get it right. It's gotta be up there. How is that not correct? Oh, it's like a leaf. That's my poor eyesight coming in clutch. There we go. Now we're getting somewhere. Now we're moving. Now we're grooving. How much progress have I just ruined for everyone? There we go. Don't let me get into this puzzle, please. Hey! Hey, wait a minute. Violation on the court. How is that not correct? How dare you? Beautiful. That one's gotta go there. That one's gotta go there. That one goes here. That one goes here. That one goes here. Hey, I pretty much got the left side. You're welcome. How many bits did I do? I placed 11 pieces. What a triumph. Silly phone. Yes, hot sleep is not good sleep. I can sleep when hot, but I cannot sleep when sweaty. So it sort of has a knock-on effect. So I'm in that perfect zone right now where I'm sort of cozy hot, but I'm not sweating. So I could sleep right now. Fuck that. Fuck that violation on the court. Alright, back into what is sort of focus mode. Crafting mode? I don't know. This is all set up for writing club, isn't it? I can call it crafting mode. I can call it what it like. I'm the streamer. I could ban all of you. I could go on a power trip and ban all of you. What's there to stop me? The best part is, no one can stop me. Imagine if I just went on a rampage. No, you can't. I dare you. You're like, we rule the stream here. How dare you? You really do. Chat really does rule the stream. Because you rule my heart. Oh. Newt, sit puppy. Yes. I mean, no, I would never. I'm going to run around until you put me in air jail. Because that's the kind of puppy I am. I'm going to chew on all of the doors. Cosmo used to do that. There are several of the doors in this house with little tooth marks around the bottom that we haven't replaced in 12 years. They wanted to eat the doors because they were in his way. I can't find the hole. My eyes are terrible. Hey Tay, how you doing? Are you short enough to be put in air jail? I'm 5'8". I'm 5'8". I'm pretty heavy. I'm 5'8", pretty heavy, and I don't think I have a place where you could get a good grip on me. I'm pretty wiggly too. I'll put you in air jail if you want, Newt. Jinx can lift me. Jinx puts me in air jail. It's do or get fired day for Tay. Oh god, stressing like a greased pig at a barbecue. Oh my god, Tay, that sounds terrifying. I wish you the best of luck. Do or get fired day sounds terrible. I will get a good grip, Newt. Gotta find a good ridge. Like one of those rock climbing stones. I know where to find the ridges on you, Newt. Oh yeah? Oh yeah, you want to put that to the test? Banned. Banned from my Christian Minecraft server. Yeah, this looks much more even now that I put that line in. It was just a trick of the eye. Where it looked longer because it was thinner. Challenge accepted! Fail. I can put the loving lady in air jail. She is 5'7". Okay, so there's an inch between us. Innuendo intended. Looking good? Huh? Huh? I think it looks good. So far, anyway. We'll see if I've counted all of that correctly. It looks correct. But I never want to jinx it. Innuendo intended. God damn it. Thank you for quote. 595. We are hurtling towards 600. How's the puzzle going? I kind of want to live feed the puzzle. You guys are doing very well. You've got all the edges? Yeah, you've got all the edges. Holy moly. You guys are soaring ahead. One day I'm going to make a really difficult one. I won't necessarily have rotate mode on, because that's going to annoy the hell out of me. But I will make it... You can choose the amount of puzzle pieces that it is. I'll make it 2,000 pieces. See how you get on. What's difficult about this one is that there's 2 bushels behind the duck that are exactly the same plant in exactly the same sort of, like, lighting. They're going to be the bits that are left till last, I think. Iris is working on the duck, I'm working on the green. Look at you guys, what a team! Flip the virtual table if I have to rotate them. No, me too. Me too. I mean, I guess it's more true to, like, what a puzzle would be like in real life. But I think it's just harder on a screen. So keeping it this way, I think, will be necessary. But I can up the piece amount. You can have a 10,000 piece puzzle if you choose. It's gonna be really interesting tomorrow. I'm meeting Bestie's boyfriend for the first time. And I'm getting in a car with him. I'm getting in a car with a strange man. We'll see how it turns out. If I suddenly stop messaging, then... I need to sit forward, but I honestly cannot be asked. Imagine being that lazy. You can't even sit forward. Right, I need to sit forward. Yeah. I'm shrimping right now. There's that picture, isn't there? It's, why is my back pain so bad? And there's a shrimp on a laptop. He's doing business. "1990s, don't get in a car with a stranger on the internet. Uber, we will hook you up with a stranger on the internet to get in their car. We'll cut out the middleman. They don't even have to offer you sweets anymore." Trust me, it is as stressful as it sounds. The coaches are figuring out our grades from the rubric right now. Already watched one person get back into training and another let go because he is in the same retraining boat I am. Very nerve-wracking. So you only get one other go. So you get 2 goes and you're out. White van with free puppies. Listen, if they're free, I'm getting in. If the guy has an axe, I'm getting in to save the puppies from the axe. If he has chloroform, I'm having a nap. Newt is the free puppy. Yep, and I'm on the second go, so it really is get through it or be let go. That is so much pressure, Tay. I'm so sorry you're going through it, but I'm wishing you the very best for it. The heat is still not broken. It's a little bit less, I think. It's noticeably less than it was half hour ago. Still... Does it have a live bit for me? Oh yeah, it does. Okay. We're still at 25. Over the next hour, it will go down to 24. Oh no, never mind. I'm looking at an old forecast. Yeah, it's dropped a bit. We're at 22. It's noticeable and nice, but you would definitely not expect to be above 20 at this time. It's gonna be a hot night too. The hottest night's Monday night, 15 degrees. Low of 15 degrees. Being in the slipstream is wild. You never know what you're gonna get. Good weather for the barbecue. $20 was also today's luck for you? Was that for you, Jeff? Oh my god, can I offer you a hot night? I'm already sweating pale. I do sleep hot. I go to sleep under the covers, all snuggly, trying to warm up, and I will wake up always at least twice in the night to throw the covers back off again. I'm a hot sleeper. I can offer you a hot pot night. Oh, I'll take it. We can have a hot pot night followed by a hot night. Both appetites have been served then. My fingies! They're too sweaty for the needle. 20 was our low, high will be 33. When do you get a break, though? You can at least say that in the UK, usually, in the early hours of the morning, it will be below 10. The way to the heart of a lesbian is through their tongue. Yeah, it is. How dare you be that funny and witty? Get out of here. I'm glad it's gone down a bit on the Sunday. 28 suddenly feels a lot more manageable than 33. Wish there was only 28 people coming. 42 now. 42. 42. 42. There's 42. There's 42. I'm going to put myself in the freezer. Start at the bottom and eat your way to their heart. You got it, Jeff. I need to put one of those mental cooling videos on, which is probably one of those AI videos of snow falling where the snow doesn't look quite right and neither do the people. There's a convenient hole for it. Yeah, there is. Have you heard the song? This is a very rude song title. Have you heard the song that you can't say cunt in Canada? Very rude title. Do not repeat. It's sung by an Australian man. And anyways, it's all to do with coming up with a different name for that woman's body part. And one of the ones that was submitted to his forum was Gateway to Her Guts. And she stands there for a bit and he goes, how fucking romantic is that? Exactly, Tay. It's very convenient. It just made me think of that. Gateway to Her Guts. I may be a fellow, but I am a great lesbian. A great thespian. And yeah, you are, Jeff. We're all lesbians here. Doesn't matter who you are. This is a lesbian cult. If we find out that some of you aren't lesbians, then I'm afraid you get killed. I stab you in the eye with the needle. Thespian is you have to wear a fez while performing. Little spam in Discord, sorry, aka wow, I immediately get a warning from Carlbot. Do you? Carlbot. I think I set Carlbot to Where's the spam? I don't see it. Because I set the spam filter to 200 messages. So unless you've sent 200 messages, there shouldn't be a warning. Callbot. Callbot. Is that an auto mod feature? Possibly. No, I have it set to 6 messages in 4 seconds, which I doubt anyone could do. Sent a warning. That's got to be a mistake. Oh, it's attachments. Okay, I hadn't edited attachments. That's good to know. Attachment. Let's take down the second threshold. To 5 seconds. There, I've saved that. It should only be a warning. You shouldn't have been muted, Lady Magora, so I hope that that gets carried through. If it does, I will unmute you and tell Carlbot off myself. Only masterclass thespians can. We have diamond embossed fezzes. We're just uploading some pics of your son. See, they shouldn't. Okay, yeah. Attachment spam is set to. It was set to. Maybe it was because it was a multi-upload. I've set it to 10 files in 5 seconds now. So hopefully it will do that. But he is gorgeous in that picture, I can see. His eyes are so glowy in the sunshine. Give me the child, Lady Magora. Give me my child. I simply can't upload them. No, it shouldn't have timed you out. It should just be a warning. Try again in 5 minutes. Because that's what the auto mod is set to time out to. Thanks for pointing that out, though. It's best for me to know, because I've not touched Carlbot since I started to reconfigure some things with Atom, and I've had to pause all of that because I can't really reconfigure anything with this laptop at the moment. When it's not broke, I'm not fixing it, so I'm just keeping things as they are in hopes that the laptop will last a bit longer. So it's good for me to know that, because that's something I can change, because it is a bot. I should wear a thimble on my finger. I'm very bad at wearing thimbles, though. I find them both overstimulating and boring and annoying. Alright, another line done. Or about to be. And then I reckon I can get the 2 spokes on either side here done today. And then I can do the swirl either off stream or during the next session. I always think, oh yeah, I'll get this done off stream. And then I find that I have no time off stream. So I'll say that I'll get it done off of stream, but then it will probably be the feature of the next session. I reckon I can get these 2 little spokes done. Oh, I think I set up I think I configured the guy wrong. The widget. It's supposed to be 15 minutes, but I think it's been showing 25. So we might have... Yeah, we have 1 more sprint left, not 2. 30 minutes of crashing in a nap before going back to work that I hopefully still have. Well, I hope you still have it too. And, 30 minutes crashing in a nap before going back to work. Are you having the nap now or have you had the nap? Either way, I hope it has been or will be a very good nap. The kind that refreshes your brain. Having it now. Good luck! You got this, Tay. You do got this, Tay. You are a very smart individual and a lovely person. Thanks. Is that Hatsune Miku? Hatsune Miku! Oh, it's slightly midnight. At the compliment. We see you! You lovely, lovely person, you. For some reason this is a bit harder. I wonder if I'm going directly through the fix right now. Not quite. The fix is up here. Feels like there's already some thread in here. It might just be naturally a bit thicker of a fabric over here. Feels a bit too short. Is that a knot? Yes, it is. Get out of here, knot. I feel like there's a bunch of handholds I've been doing for this to get the rest of the pantaloons out the way, and I haven't found one that I prefer. I haven't found a method that I like yet. Maybe they're all equally as good. Maybe it depends on where I am in the piece. It was so weird. I don't know what happened there. It sounds like Carlbot just had a moment. But you should be well able to post now. You shouldn't be. If you were timed out, it should have only been for 5 minutes. And you're 10 minutes since you've posted the picture. So you should be fine. And if you're not fine, then I'll find a way to make you fine. Is that our break? Yeah, it is. 3-minute break. We're doing well. Look at this thing. Kicked out of Twitch for some reason. Connection issues. Oh, that's odd. Yeah, Discord looks all good for you, Lady Magora. I just had a check. You should be alright now. How's the puzzle? Oh, look, the duck! Look at the duck. The duck's face is there. The little duck. Ooh, there are some dark bits in this I didn't quite know about. Green Dino, your name is very fitting considering you're doing all the green bits. I see you, Pale. Now you're getting onto the hard stuff because it is grass and water all around the duck. I couldn't tell you where any of those spare pieces went. I guess you tell by the blur level, because it's focused on the back but not focused on the front. So the green stuff at the front is blurry. That's how you would tell. I was trying to look for the duck's eye. There's a bit of the duck. What does the eye look like? Oh, the eye looks like nothing. It's a difficult one. You're doing really well, though. Hey, Black Iris, I see you. Write that down, write that down. Where are the darkest bits? The darkest bits are underneath the back left bits of grass. And then you have the darkness that is the mud, but you can see that as different because it's shiny. Reflective. But the darkest bit, like these bits, would be under here. That's got to belong somewhere there. Looks like it belongs there, but it don't. Hey, I'm doing my puzzle. It sounded like such an old woman. Hey, I'm doing my puzzle, leave me alone. I'll do the blurs now. Good idea, Black Iris, good idea. You got this. Alright, back to the crafty craft. I'll remove as much of the Ada as possible, but I think I will even get the background in. I was going to loosen the Ada by removing a few strands before I went in the background, but I think that's going to make things harder for me. And I want life to be easy breezy. Easy breezy lemon squeezy. Easy breezy, squeeze the lemon. Oh, I see what's happened. Some of the thread has come. I think we can get these prongs done. Cross-stitch is a very slow process, but it's really nice to see it all come together. It's pixel art. Cross-stitch is fancy pixel art. Or less fancy pixel art, really. And for every pixel, there's 2 stitches. I'd love to do a big embroidery cross-stitch project on the stream. I have the hoops. What would I get? Maybe a penguin one? A penguin cushion cover? That could be fun. I kind of want to design some of them myself. But then I think I would design and then buy thread based on the design. There's a website you can do it on. But you can even convert pictures. I've converted some of my photography into cross-stitch before. And all it does is it reduces the pixels on your picture. And then you have a pixelated picture, naturally. And then it turns those pixels into stitches. And then you can change the color of some, make it more congruent, and then it becomes its own cross-stitch piece. This one I designed on there. And I never finished this, because I ran out of the thread that I needed. But this was a very cute little mole design that I did for someone. Never finished it. Maybe we'll finish it someday. I had to do it so big because I wanted to include the text, but in doing so I made the mole huge, and all of this brown, I just ran out of brown so quick. And I haven't been able to find a colour match since. Last little stitch of this row. Staying in your lane. My fingies are just too sweaty to handle the needle. Just too sweaty. I don't know what Jinx is like right now. If Jinx is gaming right now, he must be boiling, because that house is very hot. But also the gaming room with the PC, and there's a little window in there. That room's gonna be hot. See how Jinx fares when he returns back to streaming next week. Beautiful. And then I think I'll go along the top and then jump down. Seems the most sensible use of thread. The Ada is so bright on stream. I've got to use a different colour of Ada. I have different colours, a bit more muted. But this is just like, it's just like... There's so much. So much light. Can't believe we're through another thing of thread. Making progress. Making progress. Making progress. I'm finding it hard to push through the needle in these bits. I wonder if that's to do with the thickness of the fabric or that I've stitched the repair in the back. Could be either, to be honest, because anything that adds more thread density would be a problem for that. All the thread, exactly. Why is the blood part too blurry? Oh, Black Iris. Oh, Black Iris, I'm so sorry. You know where I took that picture? I took that picture at C.S. Lewis Nature Reserve, which means I have two pictures of ducks. Well, two pictures of ducks that I have uploaded to the internet from C.S. Lewis Nature Reserve. One... No, they're both females. And And I just love it. Love a good picture of a duck. A duck pic, if you will. The phallus hidden behind it. Yes, yes there is. A duck phallus. This duck was hanging out with a mallard, actually. They seemed so chill, though. The other ducks were all trying to fight or mate or whatever, and they were just vibing in the sort of grungier pond. Things are happening. Things are happening. People are doing things. People are doing stuff and things. Wild. Who would do stuff and things on a Friday? This duck is serving See No Evil at the moment. That's the bit I was trying to do earlier, Pale. I think that's the darkest bit in the whole picture. If you have any of the bits with, like, bright blades of grass cutting through a black background, I think it's down there. Or up there, up in the upper left. We're definitely going to have a puzzle room in the ADHD mansion. For sure. We'll have a debate as to whether you guys make puzzles and then glue them and display them. Make puzzles, leave them for a few weeks, and then break them apart. Or make puzzles and break them apart. I am a heretic, as in, I will make a puzzle, and as soon as the last piece is in, I don't care if it's destroyed. The joy of the puzzle comes from doing it for me. The picture on top is I don't mind destroying it immediately. I don't keep it even for a day. I've been told that that's odd several times. It's like a salt mandala that you blow away after you've done it. I'm with you! Let's go, Vale! I just don't mind it. Like, if it's gonna sit in a puzzle store for a few weeks, I'm not gonna see it. So it may as well sit in its puzzle box after being destroyed. If it's a very pretty or rare puzzle in some way, I wouldn't be against gluing it and hanging it up. I wouldn't just keep them. When will this heat break? I don't think it's not fully broken until it's below 20 for me. Gluing it is the heresy. You're fully against gluing it. We have these puzzles in one of the libraries near the one that I work at, and it's nice. It takes up some of the space, which could be better utilized, but it's really nice that the community completes a puzzle, but then they glue it and hang it on the wall. And that library now has 4. The last time I was there, it had 4 glued on the walls. And I just think, they're going to run out of space. You're not going to be able to do puzzles anymore because it's going to be puzzle wall. You destroy it by doing so, turning a perfectly good puzzle into a photo. That's what I think, Bale. If you wanted a picture, have a picture. But I would glue it. If someone was, like, particularly attached and was like, I'm so proud that I put this puzzle together, they can glue it. That's fine. I'm not, like, going to tell them off for that, but I would not glue any of the puzzles that I made. Time to go back to work. Good luck, Pale. Not Pale. Well, good luck, Pale, with the puzzle. But good luck, Tay. I really hope it goes well for you. And I hope to see you on the other side with all smiles. We need a program or filter that turns photos into puzzles. That's what this thing does. That's what this website does, but it doesn't print them as a puzzle. It's an online puzzle thing, but it will turn your photograph. This is a photograph that I took, and it's been turned into a puzzle. A 500-piece puzzle, I believe. Go, Tay, go! Alright, 10 minutes left. Let's see if I can get these little spokes done. It would be cool if I had a frame to keep the cross-stitch in. People buy very expensive cross-stitch frames. And I could keep it in one place under the camera, and then I could make a time-lapse of what I'm doing. That would be fun. Wait, you can pick up more than one piece? I didn't know you could do that. I didn't know you could attach pieces without them being set either. I've learnt a lot today. This is some good puzzling software. Right click picks 5. No way, Black Iris! You're teaching me! That's really good to know. You're a puzzle wizard. You both are. This is not my first rodeo. Black Iris. This is not my first rodeo. A pizzard? Yes, a pizzard. A pizzard or a whizzle? Both of those could be slang for something, couldn't they? A pizzard or a whizzle? A pinball wizard has to be equipped. A pinball wizard. Where do you guys go? I can't find the duck's eyes either. The eyes don't look like eyes because they're just black. Apart from this last little bit here, then it will just be the swirl, and then the actual Earth Kingdom emblem will be done. And then I will decide whether I want to fill the space with half stitches or not. Tis my decision. Do double half stitches, but they would look a bit loose. I think I got it symmetrical first try though, which is real nice. Something more soul-crushing than unpicking your embroidery. I sounded very posh when I said that. There's nothing more soul-crushing than unpicking your embroidery. Who do I think I am? I do like living in the age of internet though, because I do think that embroidery and fine arts, even writing, was such a privilege back in the day. Only great ladies wrote poems and did embroidery and stuff, and now they're so much more accessible. It's really nice. I like living in the information age for that reason. Also, antibiotics, very useful. Whenever I think that, oh, I would like to live in a different era, I think, would I? Would I really? In what other historical era would I be sewing the fictional Earth Kingdom logo onto a pair of pantaloons and streaming it to other people's houses for their eyes and ears through the medium of Twitch using embroidery thread that I probably bought from China? In what other time could this have ever happened? Only this one. I like contraceptives too much. Well, in some areas of the world, even they don't get access to those. That's still kind of a thing. Though I suppose in other places, in other unprivileged places, embroidery would still look like a posh woman's thing to do, because it's not work. Sewing, though, is essential. Wherever there's textiles, which I feel is on the majority, 99% of humans wear textiles, sewing is an essential craft. That Jeff noises needs to be like uni. Just hand them out. Right? I got a bunch of them. I didn't even have... At uni, at those uni stands where they handed out condoms and packets of lube. I didn't even get a chance to even say, oh, I don't need the condoms. They just would shove them at me. I gave them all to Bestie. I hope she made use of them. I kind of loved the ladies that ran that stand, though. They were literally just chucking them at us. Like, just take it. I don't care if you need it or not, just take it. Just in case. True, Jeff, true. You always need to, even if your proclivity is to try and slide down a hill the fastest you can, that still applies. When I had my cardio scan, they put a lot of the gel on me, and I was sending pictures of penguins sliding on their bellies, and I was saying that this was going to be me on my way home. That was a very odd thing. Though, I suppose it's always best to have more gel than not enough. But I was just swimming in it. Have you seen that, oh god, I forget the name of the show. The word Philadelphia is in it. And it has Danny DeVito, and there's one episode where there's a virus going around, and he just wants to be clean, and he ends up smothering himself in hand sanitizer. And they find him naked and covered in hand sanitizer, and he's just like, I just want to be pure. That's what it felt like. Always Sunny, that's it. Always Sunny in Philadelphia, yep. Always Sunny. That show had some great moments. That show and How I Met Your Mother had great moments, but they never really broke through in terms of the same level as, like, Friends or even The Big Bang Theory. I know it's a bit insufferable to watch back now, but The Big Bang Theory at the time was huge. They didn't really break through, but they're perfectly good watches. Though the last series of How I Met Your Mother did not do it for me. And I find Neil Patrick Harris... I don't know if I find him unsettling or not. I find the news about Neil Patrick Harris quite unsettling. He ate the song Nothing Suits Me Like a Suit, though. Nothing suits me like a suit. A wingman I can wear. The news? The news? Well, you mean like the news? The news is popular? I mean, I guess. The news broke through. Oh, one of you found the eye! We found the eye. That's so impossible. Is the damn duck blinking? I think the duck is blinking in the picture. No wonder I couldn't find the eye. Okay, that was the end of our sprint, but I think I will finish this row anyway while I'm here. Because I'm having fun. The news do be popular. No, the news around Neil Patrick Harris. He made apparently he made and ate a cake which was meant to look like, it was meant to look like, who sang Back in Black? A singer. She died of alcohol abuse. She's a very good singer. She sang Back in Black. Amy Winehouse, that's it. Oh, hi, Louisa May. Yeah, apparently Neil Patrick Harris made a cake to resemble Amy Winehouse's body and ate it. And some people were very... I don't know, there's a certain group, I think, within the LGBT community that would see that as very iconic and break the rules. And, you know, she might have found it funny even. But also, she's not there to give permission for that, and it is really weird to make a cake to look like a dead body. So, I guess... my final review of him would be that I find him unsettling. But I've never met him, so... How are you, Louisa May? You came in on a very serious topic. Yeah, I think I'll double up this last row and then I shall say goodbye to stream. I'm good. The cross stitch looks cool. Thank you. There was a hole in my pantaloons. This is the end of the pant leg. There were a few holes. You can see that it's taken some damage, but the biggest one was here. And so I stitched it up. I did my best at an invisible repair, but it is still visible. And now I'm stitching like a patch over it so that it looks like an iron-on patch, but it's actually in the garment. And it's the Earth Kingdom sigil from Avatar: The Last Airbender, if you've ever seen it. Where it's got... I'll show you. It will end up looking like this. Hopefully you can see that on stream even a little bit. Yeah, there's a little swirl at the top I've still got to do. And then I need to fill in the background. I've chosen this as a background colour. I want it to be noticeable but not stand out because it's at the bottom of one of the pant legs. So it's not a pattern that needs to be a centerpiece. But I want it to be noticeable. So this is slightly brighter. And then I will cut away as much of the Ada as I can. But I'm thinking of investing in some dissolvable Ada because this Ada is very starchy and stiff. And I'm wondering whether I can get any of it out, let alone all of it. Almost Celtic, yeah, they use one of the swirl Celtic symbols, or Celtic type symbols. They did recreate it to be its own thing as the Air Nation or Air Nomad sigil in the show, which is wonderful. And then the fire one's very literal. It just looks like a fire. And what's the last one? The water tribe is 2 koi fish with spots on their heads to look like yin and yang. I think that one's the prettiest. And I found some cross-stitch patterns on TikTok where somebody had converted these onto cross-stitch, so I'm following these. Hopefully it will turn out very well. And sounds amazing. It's a really lovely show. Though for some reason I like its sequel, and nobody likes its sequel. Everyone thinks that it was terrible. But I really like Legend of Korra. I love it. When will the follow-up be happening? I know there's a solo Kaya comic coming, which I'm really excited about. Because Kaya's character is just a hippie that likes to... Well, it's not implied that she wants to sleep around, but a lot of people, I think, headcanon Kaya as a bit of a womanizer. Because she's very... She says in the spirit world, you can't tie me down. And she said that her first girlfriend was a long time ago. But she wears a betrothal necklace. So her story's a bit of a mystery, and they've written a comic on it. That's coming out, and then there will be the next series, which is a complete breakaway from what it usually does. They've set it in a modern era after an apocalyptic event in which Avatar Korra dies, and there's modern technology now? I'm not sure about it, but I am withholding my judgment until I see it, because I thought Korra was going to be terrible, and now it's my favourite show ever. What's the new comic called? Ooh, I don't actually know. By Dark Horse that I can find it. Kaya and the Secret of the Sand. And I know that there is a sandbender in one of the few pages that she likes. It's just because you never see a LGBT comic, let alone one that's a spin-off of a major show. And it's so singular because it's the spin-off of a major show that got cancelled because they wanted to put a lesbian couple in it. And so it's almost like fully like breaking apart from it and saying things have changed now, and I love it. I'm judging it. There might be a cooler earthbender than Toph, not even the Avatar. Okay, Black Iris. Rebuttal. What do you think about Lin Beifong? Any excuse to siphon her into a conversation. What do you think about Lin and Sue? Not cooler than Toph, but pretty cool. I don't know who that is. Oh, you gotta watch Legend of Korra. I won't tell you who they are, but they are adjacent to Toph. Note. Pale, she's my 60-year-old cartoon wife, okay? I'll never be over her. I watched it, I just don't know names. Oh, they're Toph's daughters. Lin's the older one. She's the chief of police. And then Sue is the younger one who starts her own city called Zaofu. Sue's earthbending I prefer to Lin's, which is really weird, but I like the way she's... Because she ran off to join a circus, so she's more like Ty Lee. She's acrobatic. Lin is the policeman. You're like, that's all you need to know. That's all you need to know. Bestie just texted me in all capitals. Why? Can she hear this conversation? Not memorable enough. They are side characters, to be fair. Kaya's even more of a side character. She's only in 3 out of 4 of the series, and she only plays a major role in 2. Or she only plays a noticeable role in 2. The rest of the time she's drawn into the background. So for them to give her a solo comic is really cool. Hey, bestie! Hey, bestie girl! How you doing? I'm gonna meet and judge your boyfriend tomorrow. It's gonna happen. I don't think there'll ever be a more iconic Earthbender than Toph. I grant you that. Well, in terms of iconography, Boomy was pretty cool. But Toph is the most iconic. I haven't seen the movie with them all as adults yet. I'm waiting until the official release date. I'm not watching... I've watched some of the edits on TikTok, but I'm not watching any of the leaks on purpose. So I've seen Toph's design, but I've not seen the movie. I wish they did a cinema release with it. I know that it's still fairly niche, but I've never known of a more loyal and long-standing fandom than Avatar: The Last Airbender. It hasn't faded at all. People get just as excited as they did when they were children when they hear about it. So I think it would have got enough cinema viewership to justify a cinema release. But they were afraid. So they did not. What service is it coming out on? Oh, it's exclusively on Paramount Plus. Of course it is. That makes sense. Paramount Plus recently bought Legend of Korra. I'll use my moving subscription to buy it for a month. Yeah, production delays, and they didn't do the cinema release. It was a bit of a shame. I think it could have been a real triumph. I'm quite excited about the Kaya solo comic. Mako had a solo comic and nobody bought it, and it kills me. They tried to make that boy popular, they just couldn't. If you look at the merch sales for Mako and also now his solo comic, it's terrible. They hate my boy. I didn't buy that comic, to be fair. I think that they thought that they were making another Zuko. Because he's kind of dark and broody. But they really didn't. They made a very 2D man. Maybe Bolin was what they wanted Mako to be. Bolin's my guy. If they made a Bolin solo comic, I would pre-order that. How are you puzzlers doing? Ooh, you're getting there. What are you? Okay, 25%, 20%, 45.6%, 47 point... Oh, it says down at the bottom. 47.8% done. You are nearly halfway. Feels like more than that, but puzzles do speed up the more you do. It's much easier to do the second half of a puzzle than the first part. Maybe I will stick around for this final sprint. I said I was gonna not do the final sprint, but... I'm tired, but I'm not tired. Too tired to do that. I really enjoy Crosstitch. Could do it forever. Crosstitch and writing. That's what I want to be. I want to be a little Victorian lady in a house with a library, and I want to curl up in a little corner and do my little cross-stitch and my little reading and writing and live my happy little life in a dark room. Live my best life. Such a vibe, right? So I'm dreading the barbecue. 42 people. 42. I wanted 10. My hopes were for 10. Nobody was doing anything this bank holiday. At least it will no longer be 42 degrees. 28 seems more manageable. I'm happy with that. God or Jesus or the clouds must have listened to me complaining. There's still time for it to change, though. See how hot it is tomorrow. If it's too hot, I won't make it to Jinx's. My issue is that heat leads to tachycardia, which leads to nausea, which leads to feeling very sick very quick. And it's not that I want to make a good first impression on Bestie's boyfriend, but I think I can do better than throwing up in his car. I think I can do better than that. I think if it goes above 30 degrees tomorrow, then I will have to say no. So fingers crossed it stays a bit lower. And I'll just chug electrolytes for the rest of the night. Alright, I'll count the stitches for the swirl in a bit, because I need to reset my eyes. They've gone googly. Alright, there we go. How are we doing for time? 3 hours and 10 minutes? I mean, 10 minutes for free. You lucky duckies. Yeah, I'll do the last 15 minutes of this. I'll count the swirl out, I think. Oh, the swirl is bigger than I thought. I thought it was just going to be a little... Oh god, it's really hard to count because it's right in the middle. It's in the middle and it's off-center. I think I'll use the bottom because that is the only bit that's symmetrical. That means I've got to count 3 from... 1, 2, 3 from there. Or 1, 2 from there. Okay. 1, 2, 3. That's where I think it is. 3, 1, 2. And then there's 4 stitches that's set up across there. I'll put those 4 stitches in and that will be my reference for where I'm putting absolutely everything else. And if I've got it wrong, it will hopefully not look too wrong. No worries, Louisa May. It's cool. Take care, everyone. You too. You have a lovely night and sleep well. I hope wherever you are, it's cooler than where it is here. Have a nice, cool night. You're welcome. I think once I've got these 4 reference stitches, then I can work like a printer. My brain works like a printer anyway, I say this a lot. But it doesn't matter how distant things are or different, as long as I can do it row by row, I'll be happy. Which is going to be weird, because you'd think that you would stitch a swirl from like the outside in, but instead I'm just going to go back and forth. It's going to be easier to count this way, and it, I think, will preserve some thread. Not that it's expensive. This is funky music. Funky music courtesy of Game Chops. Love you, Game Chops. Out of ink and paper jammed in your tray. No! I mean, I feel like my brain is a little bit fried, so that would be paper jammed in my tray. But where is the tray on a human? That's my follow-up question. What would you count as a tray? My microphone? My camera is veering off. Old camera stand. She's suffering. Okay, so it's 3 up from there. 1, 2, 3. And then 2 up from there adjacent. 1, 2, 3. 2 up from there adjacent. Yes? It looks correct. I've been wrong before. Jam it in your tray, Newt. Listen, where is a woman's tray? You show me on a woman. You show me on the dolly where a woman's tray is. I can type. Also, I'm not texting on streaming. Why would I? Show you where it is in person. Oh, yeah? Hey, are you my printer repairman? Wait a minute. I don't think you're a real corporate professional. How you guys doing? Oh, you're speeding ahead now. You're well over 50%. Question is, when I end stream, are you guys going to stay and solve the puzzle? You can't leave a puzzle at 53.4% done. This is Stardew Valley, isn't it? The summer song? Testing my Stardew knowledge now. Mayhaps. What catches all your dropped food? A loving lady has a bountiful bosom tray. That's a good idea, actually. The tray is a part of a woman. Yeah, a catching tray. You're totally right, Jeff. I can and I will cause chaos. Sweet, sweet chaos. Chaos for the Chaos God. Who's the Chaos God? If you have to ask who the Chaos God is, it's you. This swirl might actually be pretty quick to stitch. Okay, that goes across by 3 and then up by 2, but over the 3rd stitch. I'm saying that out loud like it's going to help it sink into my brain, but it's really not. A much bigger swirl than I thought. I wonder why the Earth Kingdom one has a swirl in at all. Do they all have swirls in? Oh, if you count Katara's necklace as the Water Tribe symbol, then yeah, they totally do all have swirls in. I thought the Water Tribe symbol was the 2 koi fish. Maybe that's from the Northern Water Tribe. Which one is Sokka and Katara from? North or South? I want to say they're from the South. Okay, and then stitch across and go 2 over. And then that's where I'll leave it today. This is going straight through the repair now. There's another mosquito. Actually, it could be the same one. Another mosquito. I need to check out my plants, because my aunt gave some plants to us to plant it, and one of them for sure has root fly. And which is fine, but root fly likes to jump. And so my plants are in my bedroom, but I want to just make sure I don't have any root fly because it gets real bad real quick. I have the spray to stop it, but because it's an insecticide, you have to keep, or well, you don't have to, but it's very good practice to keep your windows shut. So if your plants are on the windowsill and you've sprayed them, keep your windows shut so that it doesn't kill any bees or any helpful creatures. Or just any passing by things. So you kind of just have to seal them in. So I would rather not, but if it needs to be done, then it needs to be done. Insecticides are a lot like antibiotics. Now they're making much more specific ones, which is really nice, because then you don't get the bycatch. Especially with the poor bees. Poor bees are just minding their business. Their business. Oh, I should quit. I should quit and move somewhere. If Tay were here, he'd give me pun points. I'm gonna clip that and send it to Clay. To Clay? To Tay. Move to my bedroom. Is it cool? Is the AC on? Otherwise I will slide in on a sea of sweat. That won't be fun for either of us. I think this one only went over by 2 points. Nil point. I haven't even discussed Eurovision here. Did you guys watch Eurovision? I feel like Eurovision went by really quickly this year, and I think that's because of all the boycotts. Nobody's really been talking about it. Such a shame not to see Ireland there. I liked our entry. Hey, fail. I think it had redeeming qualities. It was certainly not the best. It was certainly not the worst one there. But I didn't vibe to it as much as a lot of the others. I can't remember what my top scorers were. One of them was Poland. I really liked Poland's. And I really liked Germany's, I think. No hot, sweaty, horizontal bedroom dancing. Then what are we doing here, Jen? Then what are we doing? How else are we supposed to spend our time? Supposed to be doing productive things and living a life? Are you kidding? Alright, that is all I'm going to do today. That is the very bottom of the swirl. And that goes directly over the pantaloon repair. So, that is what we have done. I think that looks very good indeed. No productivity. Well, who is even proactive these days? Who's even literate these days? And how are we doing for time? 2 minutes left on the sprint. See if I can get a piece of the duck picture in. Is there any other dark area? There's a little bit of a dark area there. It's not quite right. I see you. It's quite a difficult one. Whatever the colours are, they're also re-reflected in the water, aren't they? God, my eyes are terrible. I need an eye test. I need the eye test. I'm scrolling through who's on right now to see if there's anyone we'd like to raid, and some of them are just called really funny names. It's drifting time. Oh my god, Billy Tricks has a huge amount of viewers. I've been following Billy Tricks since she had about 20 viewers. She's got 1.5k right now. It is a sponsored stream for Lego Batman game. That's what caught my eye, but Jesus, she's grown. Good for her. I was expecting the bushels to be the last thing done, but you've actually done the bushel in the upper left really quick. Maybe it will be the pond that's the last thing done. I thought that went there. I don't think it does go there. It's a perfect colour match, but it must belong somewhere else. That was our swing. Well, that was my swing to say goodbye, but I don't want to say goodbye. I want to solve the puzzle. Ah, I put a piece in! I've now done 12 pieces. I will be accepting some sort of award for this. So there's one more piece for that bushel with the things going that way. Is it this one? No, it's the wrong shape. I'm focused. I'm finding someone to raid. I'm not just doing the puzzle. Why would I just be doing the puzzle right now? You sword newt. Yeah, you can. Yeah, you can. Like, that one's got to belong around here. Except it doesn't. Oh! Those two pieces belong together. And one of them's been put here. So I'm sort of right, because I thought the same as someone else. I do that when I watch University Challenge. I give myself points for wrong answers. I'm like, yeah, but the scholar thought of it too. Hey! Hey! Violation on the court. Where does that go? I think it would go on the other side. It's a perfect colour match, but it's still in the wrong place. Ah, got it. I'm not sure how good a practice it is to just fandangle it into the position you think it's in. But I did technically get that right. Alright, let us go and find someone to raid. I think that we will raid Pasta Girl. Pasta Girl is reading, which we love. And we are going to go say hi to them. Pasta Girl is a lovely person. They are an 18+ stream, and they are 420 positive, which they sometimes do on stream, just to make you all aware. 12 all in 2 hours. That's impressive, right? Thank you. I will be accepting an award for this. There we are. Pasta is one of my creative friends, writer and reader, and all round just a really nice person. I don't know them super well, but they seem like a really nice person. So, thank you for chatting, for lurking, for being here, for absolutely everything in between. Thank you for all those who have participated on the puzzle, and thank you for the biddies. I really appreciate them. I will be back either in a watch party tomorrow, depending on what's happening with Jinx, or I will be back on Monday with hopefully Minecraft. We'll see if the old bird can run Minecraft. And I will see you all then. Good night, Black Iris. I may sit and solve the puzzle as well. I hope you all have a lovely, lovely night, and stay cool over this bank holiday weekend, if it is your bank holiday weekend. If it's not, stay cool anyway. Stay cool, cheese slices. We're gonna raid out right now. Good night, cutie. Good night, Pale. It's good to see you. It's been lovely to be back. There's the raid messages. I did get it right. And yeah, we'll head over to Pasta Girl and say hi, and I'll be back soon, and hopefully more available to stream next week, because there won't be so many medical things. I shall see you then. Bye, everyone.